now.
Hello, I'm Toby Amis and this is the News at Night. Tonight's show features a candid interview with one of the most successful artists of the 1990s, Bjork. Everyone from Madonna to the Beastie Boys have become fans of her music. This summer sees the release of Bjork's new album, Post, and we met up with Iceland's most famous export to find out more. Bjork first captured the public's hearts with her band The Sugar Cubes, and that period in her life is one she remembers with a smile.
The only way I can think about things like that is like a photo album. Because I'm introvert now, but, you know, I was 10 times more introvert then. So I'd only notice like my own fingers, my tongue, my fingers, and maybe the loved ones sort of in 1 meter radius around me. I didn't see any further than that. For me, it all went right. It started when it should have, it reached the climax when it should have, and stop when you should have. And I think when you got something which is brilliant, you shouldn't sort of try to freeze the situation and cling to it for ages. You just let it run its course and make it, when it's finished, it's finished. And then you've got to have the courage to sort of pack your bag, start at point zero, stand up and move on.
Moving on meant leaving Iceland in search of pastures new. This is reflected by the title of her new album, Post.
2 years ago, I moved away from Iceland for the first time in my life, and I'm a bit of sort of a homely person. This is my house. And it's been kind of strange for me. And I still feel like I'm sort of, I don't live here. But in an exciting manner, I'm not moaning, but that I'm sort of, all my emotions are still kind of post, kind of like not sort of, I'm not home still, you know?
Bjork regards Post to be more of an open album than her previous offering, Debut, which was very much a personalised account of her music.
Debut was definitely not written for other people. It was written in my house after my son had gone to bed, and just for myself. And when it was made into a record, it was a bit of a funny thing. It's kind of like someone reading your diary out loud for a party, you know, that sort of thing. This album is you know, a lot more like now, and I know when I'm writing it that everybody's going to hear it. And also I think Debut was 10 years it was written over 10 years. So a lot of the things are quite naive. I maybe wrote a lot of the things when I was like 17, 18. Whereas on this album, I wrote all of it, say, last 2 years. So it's both, it's not as untouched and naive as this one is.
The recording of Post took Bjork to the Bahamas, and after a hard day's work in the studio, she found the only way to record the vocals was on the beach at night time.
After we'd finished all the mixes, we'd take each song every day to the beach, and I had a microphone very long lead on it, and headphones with very long lead, and it would just be quiet, and the stars would be above us, and the moon occasionally, and I would take my shoes off if I felt like in the middle of the song and stick my toes in the water. Then I would run away and nobody could see me because it's completely black, and I could go inside the little forest and kind of hide behind a tree and sing quite a bit of the song there, and then run really fast down the beach in the sort of action part of the song. So it was brilliant. I was just goosebumpy all the time.
One song on Post that's guaranteed to send a shiver down your spine is Army of Me, which is about waking up to reality.
Army of Me is about a friend of mine who was for a very long time in a way in a coma, not literally, but he would live his life every day and kind of not be alive. And it used to be very frustrating for me. And I used to shake him and try to wake him up and get him to do things, but he wouldn't. So that's the song about, if you complain once more, you'll need an army of me.
And when it came to making the video for Army of Me, Bjork's imagination turned it into a real adventure.
Basically me driving this gigantic truck, and then it breaks down, and then I have to get a new tooth for it because you can't drive it without a tooth. So I go to the dentist, and the dentist, gorilla dentist, finds a diamond in my mouth, and And I don't know I've got a diamond, you see, so he tried to nick it. But I noticed, so I attack him, and we have to wrestle quite a lot. And then I run away with the diamond, and as I run away with it, it grows and grows and grows. And then I can throw it in the hood of the car and continue driving and explode a museum to wake up my boyfriend from coma.
Apart from working on her new album, Bjork found time to write a song for Madonna, which she handed to producer Nellie Hooper as a special gift.
In a way, it was more like a little present from me to Nellie, in a way. Even though I respect Madonna, probably she's one of the persons I respect most in the world. And if there's someone I want to give a little present, she'd probably be one of them.
Let's get unconscious, honey. Let's get unconscious.
When I wrote the songs for Madonna, that was the first time I did that. Especially to write a lyric that you really want, you look at that person, you really want the person to say something. And you really know what you want that person to say. And then you write a lyric like that to a person. And I would love to do that. Maybe when I get old and fat and that, when I'm sort of 40 or 50 or something, or even sooner, you know, you never know. I'd be writing songs for people.
Violently happy, 'cause I love you.
After all the songwriting and recording is over, playing live is what Bjork enjoys most, as it's a true way of expressing her music.
I've been singing live for a very, very long time, since I was 11, on stage for people. And I love it very, very much. But I discovered very early, I mean, you're probably going to puke when you hear this because it's such a cliche, but that if I sing for myself and I'm happy myself, other people are gonna get it. If I start pleasing people, I won't please anyone in the end.
He believes in a beauty, his Venus has a boy.
I was a bit nervous last time because the debut album wasn't really written to be played live. It was written with 900 details all over the place. It was a so-called studio album, if you want, because I didn't expect people to like it. It was a big surprise to me how many people liked it. But this time around, I've written the whole album with the back of my head that it's going to be able to play it live, you know. So this time, it's the first time in my life actually, I'm really, really looking forward to playing live. Because this time around, it's just like I would like it to be. Like everything's just falling into place.
The special quality of Bjork's songs and character is that they're open to many interpretations, and that's something she's happy to play along with.
I think I've got a lot of things in my character, and I think if you want to go into it, I think everybody has, you know. But I'm not so worried. I mean, people are always going to misunderstand me. They always are. And I'm quite pleased with it, because they just don't know me. But, so I might as well make it into a game, the misunderstanding, and enjoy the misunderstanding, you know? I think my role is just to write pop music, and which is kind of like for everyone to enjoy. You don't need to be educated in any sense to enjoy it, but at the same time, it doesn't mean that it can't be spontaneous or venturous or experimental. And that's my little role.
That's it for tonight's News at Night, where Bjork told us about love, life and her music. And next up, Bjork's live performance from the 1994 MTV European Music Awards in that stunning dress with big-time sensuality. Bye-bye.